In a world that glamorizes couple goals and red carpet appearances, few love stories have captured the public imagination quite like that of Teyana Taylor and Iman Shumpert. Their romance, marriage, and eventual unraveling have not only sparked conversations about fame, loyalty, and healing, but also about the quiet pain of being a Black woman loving in public while suffering in silence. Teyana Taylor is not just a name in lights. She's a powerhouse. From choreographing Beyoncé's Ring the Alarm at just 15 to crafting her own lane in music, fashion, and film, Teyana has always been more than just a performer. She's an architect of her own destiny. Her talent is undeniable, her grind relentless, and her vision bigger than any one platform could contain. Her albums, such as KTSE and The Album, revealed not just vocal prowess, but an artist unafraid to bleed on the track, inviting listeners into her joy, her hurt, her love, and her disappointment. When she married Iman Shumpert, an NBA player with charm and charisma, many believed they were witnessing the ultimate modern-day Black love story. They seemed perfectly paired, stylish, ambitious, deeply in sync. Together, they became the face of Black love goals, complete with a reality show, family-centered branding, and enviable chemistry. But as the cameras turned off and the public image faded, a different story was unfolding. Iman Shumpert was, for a time, a key player in the NBA, even earning a championship ring with the Cleveland Cavaliers. However, post-NBA life proved challenging. He dabbled in music, won Dancing with the Stars, and tried to keep up his public persona, but something shifted. Fame, identity, and purpose began to blur. The glitz couldn't mask the disorientation that often follows professional athletes into retirement. And slowly, cracks began to form. In private, Iman reportedly became withdrawn, allegedly neglecting not only his responsibilities, but the emotional well-being of his partner. Public records and court filings from Teyana's divorce petition detailed painful truths, alleged financial mismanagement, emotional neglect, and even power and water shutoffs. What was once the picture-perfect marriage became a cautionary tale of how a woman can give her all to someone who stops showing up. Throughout their relationship, Teyana continued to be the backbone, raising their children, managing her career, and maintaining their public image. But behind the scenes, she was slowly burning out. Like so many Black women, she bore the brunt of emotional labor, believing in a love that wasn't being reciprocated. She was loyal to a fault, choosing silence over scandal and grace over bitterness. The divorce wasn't just a breakup. It was a liberation. Teyana's decision to quietly file for divorce, citing Iman's failure to provide emotional and financial support, was the first public sign that the fairy tale had ended. She wasn't just leaving a man. She was reclaiming herself. She didn't go to the blogs. She didn't throw dirt on his name. She simply walked away with her dignity intact. Then came Aaron Pierre. Aaron isn't famous for gossip or drama. He's known for his raw talent, whether it's in theater, British dramas, or major Hollywood films. He's eloquent, emotionally intelligent, and rooted. Unlike Iman, he doesn't compete with Teyana's light. He honors it. He's not just a romantic partner. He's a safe space. Where Iman was once emotionally unavailable, Aaron is present. Where Iman reportedly dismissed Teyana's needs, Aaron listens, reflects, responds. Their recent photos together sent the internet into a frenzy, not because of scandal, but because of what it represented. A woman choosing peace. A woman choosing joy after pain. A woman choosing herself. Aaron is the calm after the storm, and for once, Teyana doesn't have to carry the weight of the world alone. But beyond the headlines, this story reflects a broader pattern, a cultural expectation that Black women should endure, uplift, and forgive endlessly. Teyana's story is not unique, and that's the most heartbreaking part. Black women are often celebrated for their strength, yet rarely protected from the burdens they carry. Society romanticizes their ability to survive, but doesn't create environments where they can thrive. Teyana didn't leave a man for another man. She left for herself. And that distinction matters. The timing of Aaron's arrival wasn't the catalyst. It was the confirmation that she made the right choice. That love, when done right, doesn't feel like labor. It feels like alignment. In recent months, Teyana has continued to blossom, working on new music, creative projects, and spending time with her daughters. There's a peace in her presence now, one that suggests healing, growth, and clarity. She isn't looking back, and neither should we. This isn't a story about villainy, it's about evolution. Iman wasn't ready, Teyana was. And sometimes love isn't enough to keep people growing in the same direction. That's not failure, that's life. What we can all learn from this is the importance of choosing partners who pour into us as much as we pour into them, of recognizing when loyalty turns into self-neglect, and of knowing when it's time to let go. Teyana Taylor didn't just survive heartbreak, she transformed it. And in doing so, she reminded a generation of women that they too have the right to walk away. Not in anger, not in drama, but in love, with themselves. And sometimes that's the most revolutionary thing of all. As the dust settled and Iman began facing legal consequences tied to the divorce, including a significant one-time payout, monthly child support, and other financial obligations, rumors began swirling about his motives. Was his sudden interest in reconciling with Teyana truly about love, or about escaping a financial reality he wasn't prepared for? According to legal documents, Iman was ordered to pay Teyana millions, not to mention $8,000 a month in child support and cover private school tuition. Those numbers are hard to ignore, especially for someone whose post-NBA income may not match the lifestyle he once flaunted. Teyana, meanwhile, emerged from the divorce not only with emotional clarity, but with tangible assets. She retained ownership of her two businesses, Taylor Made and Aunties, and walked away with her luxury vehicles and multiple properties valued at over $10 million. While Iman kept his real estate in Georgia and his Miami condo, the financial disparity post-divorce tells its own story. Fans have speculated that Iman's reappearance in Teyana's life wasn't about rekindled romance, but about image control and damage repair. The internet can spot a PR move from a mile away, and this one didn't sit right. His sudden shift from passive co-parenting to pleading for a family reunion came suspiciously after court rulings were made public. And just when we thought the drama had peaked, Teyana claimed that Iman leaked confidential details about their divorce to stir public sentiment. The leak coincided with a new music drop from Iman, leading many to believe the drama was being used as marketing fuel. If true, it's a stark betrayal. Not only was their private pain exposed, but it may have been weaponized for streams and spotlight. Despite all of this, Teyana has chosen the high road. She remains silent where others would scream, graceful where others might clap back. And she's not alone. She's with someone who sees her, cherishes her, and builds with her. Aaron Pierre isn't a rebound. He's a reminder of what happens when a woman stops settling. So, where does this story go from here? Teyana's fans hope she continues to glow, grow, and thrive. Whether she continues her relationship with Aaron or focuses solely on herself, one thing is clear: she's not going back. This story isn't about a messy breakup. It's about reclamation. It's about choosing self-respect over superficial peace. It's about realizing that even when the world watches your pain unfold, you can write your own next chapter. And for Teyana Taylor, that chapter looks like freedom, love, and power on her own terms. The world is watching, and this time they're watching her rise.